Hi everybody and welcome to another video. Coming up this week, week 3 Juicing Reboot results. Overweight and obesity, what exactly are they? I've got 5 tips on starting and sticking to a diet, and if you haven't got a lot of time to exercise, then I've got a really fast and effective fat burning workout video for you. Welcome everybody to Half the Man. Okay, first up, if you've been following the Half the Man channel, and if you haven't, you really should, you'll know I'm currently a third of the way into a 60-day Juicing Reboot diet. After the first 2 weeks, I lost just over 20 pounds, which I'm absolutely stoked about, and the results for this week are: as you can see, I've managed to lose another 7.6 pounds this week, so a total of 28.2 pounds after 21 days out of 60. And if I get my math right, that leaves me just over 29 pounds to shed by the 15th of September. Now, it's been a great start, but I do expect the weight loss to slow down from this week. If you want to see how I get on each week, then don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Now this week I wanted to cover being overweight or being obese, or more to the point, how do you determine if you actually are? First off, how is being overweight or obese actually defined? Well, it's this: an abnormal or excessive fat accumulation that may impair health. Now the concerning part of that particular definition is the may impair health part, but I'll come to that in a little while. So how do you know if you fall into either the overweight or obese category? Well, this is how you measure. There are 2 ways. Firstly, measuring your BMI, which stands for body mass index, and secondly, by taking a measurement of your waist circumference. But first, BMI. The BMI calculation was introduced in the 19th century by a Belgian named Lambert Adolphe Jacques Courtelet. There's no surprise he liked his abbreviations with a name like that. Now, this guy was a mathematician and not a physician. He produced the BMI formula to give a quick and easy way to measure the degree of obesity for the general population, and this information was used to assist the government in allocating resources. Not only has this formula been adopted worldwide, but it's now become a marker to determine the likelihood of people going on to suffer from chronic illnesses. So this is how you calculate your BMI. You take your weight in kilograms, divide it by the square of your height in meters. What? Yeah, I know. That Belgian guy who did all these first calculations couldn't have made it more complex, could he? Fortunately, there are many apps for your smartphone and online BMI calculators too, where all you have to do is just put in your height and your weight and it does all the necessary calculations for you. I'll drop a link in the description box down below for an online BMI calculator. Okay, so once you've got your BMI number, how do you know where you stand? Well, fortunately, that bit's much simpler. If your BMI score is under 18, then you'd be classed as underweight. 18 to 24, you'd be in the healthy range. 25 to 29, this is when you start to get overweight. 30 to 34 is moving into obese, and 35 to 39 is morbidly obese. And finally, if you're over 40, then you fall into the extreme obese category. Here's an example of a BMI chart. The second measurement you can do is you can grab hold of a good old-fashioned tape measure and you measure your waist circumference. Now, where you take the measurement is quite specific. You need to have the measuring tape halfway between the bottom of your ribs and the top of your hip bones. Now, for most people, this is just a tiny bit below your belly button or your navel. This will give you the most accurate measurement of your waist. Okay, so got your waist measurement? Good. If your waist size is equal to 32 for a woman and 38 for a man, then you'll be classed as being overweight. If it's greater than 34 for a woman and greater than 40 for a man, then you'll be classed as obese. This measurement, along with your BMI score, determines if your excess body fat is primarily around your middle. Being overweight is one thing, but having the most of your excess weight around your midsection is where it gets dangerous and very, very serious. Statistics show that you're likely to be affected by high blood pressure, high cholesterol, a narrowing of the arteries, coronary heart disease, stroke, asthma, diabetes, and now even they've linked it to some cancers too. Or if you want to use the most up-to-date definition of suffering from one or more of those conditions, then you're now suffering from metabolic syndrome. The good thing is that being overweight and obese is absolutely reversible. If you want to know more about reversing these, then go ahead and click on the subscribe button. That way you'll get weekly tips and guidance from the Half the Man channel. If this video has been of any use to you, then please feel free to click on the thumbs up below. If you have any questions, then please drop them into the comment section down below too. You really must put your hands up here and acknowledge where you're at medically. If you're overweight, please don't get stressed about it. Make a plan and do something about it. Don't let the negative people in your life deter you. It's unfortunately, and it's a sad fact, that it's usually the closest people to you who support you the least. And I speak from personal experience here. Maybe I'll make a video about that in the future, or maybe when I hit my goal weight in 39 days. This is probably the most challenging thing for most people when you're struggling with weight. Finding the courage to change is hard, it's very hard, but there's always a way. Now, you may have noticed the little message that I put up at the start of this particular video. When you're looking for that courage, think of why you want to do this and not how you're going to do this. Wanting to be healthier and avoid illnesses goes without saying. After all, nobody wants to be ill, do they? But think of the reason why. Maybe it's not just you that would benefit from this. How about being there for your closest person? You may want to be around for your son or daughter's wedding. You probably want to live long enough to see your children grow up. How about their children? You might even want to improve your chances of having your own children. You may want to achieve a sporting ambition or be healthy enough to get that dream job or that career. Whatever it is, find your why and never let it get out of your sight. And finally, when should you start? The simple answer is start today. If you're waiting for the ideal time, after a holiday, a New Year's resolution, when this or that happens, I'm afraid it's never going to happen. There will never be the perfect time to start. So find your why and start today. Okay, finally, the workout video I promised. I apologise if this workout looks too tough for you, but the whole idea of me putting these workout videos into these YouTube videos is to show what can be achieved and where I'm currently at. This week's workout video is all about 4 fast fat burning rounds. There's 4 exercises in each round, starting with 5 reps, then adding 5 reps to each exercise. This is great to get the heart rate right up there. As always, it's against the clock, and you join me here just before the start of round 3 and while I'm taking my 60-second breather. If you want to see what my daily schedule is as far as my workouts, then you can find me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. I post almost daily on these social media sites. Go give me a like or a follow. Plus you can always contact me there for weight loss advice, diet, motivation, or maybe you just want to have a chat. I'm always there. Well, that's it for another week's video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Find your why, and please do your very best to stay healthy.